Hey guys, welcome to this week's Focus on Sound here at Regent Sounds. I'm Adam.
I'm progressively putting on weight.
That's Jamie, by the way, in case you didn't know us from our previous videos. Today we have two beautiful Jazzmasters, one from Squier, the J Mascis model, and a custom shop.
A custom shop, a one-off custom quote, 1964 custom shop with a few odd appointments, but I've played this guitar on many occasions this week, and I would definitely say it is easily in the top 10 best electric guitars I've ever played.
Wow. And it's stunningly beautiful with the matching headstock as well, I have to say. Really beautiful. Okay, what else can we talk about?
What can you tell me about snails before we discuss Jazzmasters?
Aquatic snails in particular.
Bit niche.
Okay, bit niche. One particular species, in fact. But anyway, in my teenage days, when I was busy keeping the fish, I was also rather into snails, particularly golden apple snails of the aquatic variety. They're rather beautiful things with a sort of 1-inch diameter shell, look like big golden pearls. And
you anger me, Adam. You
Why?
cause me physical rage.
Something about Jazzmasters.
Okay, so the first thing you have to know about Jazzmasters is probably the most interesting thing for people that don't know anything about this guitar is that Adam has no idea what any of the buttons do.
I do now, I should say.
Do you? Go on.
No, I don't. It's all
No,
right.
you don't. You've absolutely bluffed it. I apologise, YouTube, but I'm going to have to explain, I'll do a brief tutorial on what the switches on a Jazzmaster do for those of you who have YouTube but not Google, like Adam. This is the most important switch on the guitar.
Is it? Okay.
Basically. Because what this is a rhythm circuit. When it's in the up position, you're on your rhythm circuit, at which point this is your volume knob, and this is your tone knob.
Cool.
Traditionally, there are some modifications throughout history, but this is the most standard arrangement. So we're only using that pickup. You have no choice when you're on your rhythm circuit. But even if you only have the next pickup when we go to our lead circuit, you will notice a difference. More biased towards bass, gives you a nice grumbly sound because originally Jazzmaster was invented for jazz players who hated it right from its inception. Fortunately, alternative rock and roll would come to America and everything would be okay. I assume you know what the three-way switch and the other volt and tone mean.
Ouch. Yes, I do.
Yeah, cool, I'm just checking. J Mascis Jazzmaster, been in the Squier range, the sort of the crown jewel, in my opinion, of course, of the Squier range for some years now. Signature model of one of the most influential Jazzmaster players, maybe the most influential Jazzmaster player, certainly in modern music. J Mascis of Dinosaur Jr. and various other things.
Loving this sort of, I guess, like anodized looking gold plate. It looks really cool.
That's exactly right, Adam. Anodized gold. It's a staggeringly good guitar for the money. And it's good enough for him to use one live. I went to see them at the Roundhouse. He used it for at least a third of the set, bearing in mind he had custom shop tellies on stage, vintage Jazzmasters, the whole 9 yards. Because it's good, it's well made, and it's reliable.
Something about this particular bridge design and way Jazzmasters are, I've just noticed every single one of them happens to be quite loud acoustically compared to, say, a Strat or a telly. I don't know.
It's just, a big old bit of alder, a big bit of wood to get that kind of natural sustain from.
Yeah.
Tune-o-matic bridge as well, which is much better than the sort of more traditional thing. It's more practical, you can be a bit more aggressive with it.
Yeah.
And moving on to this. Custom Shop 64 Jazzmaster Closet Classic, which basically means it isn't relict, but the lacquer is checked beautifully,
I love that.
which is nice. It
Really
is nice.
cool.
Matching headstock to the specifications that we filled out. Mid-60s oval C neck, which is very good, very traditional thing, the kind of thing you might expect to find on a lot of 60s Jazzmasters, but with a very modern 12-inch radius.
That is
Not
quite
not what you'd expect.
Yeah.
On paper, I thought probably wouldn't
work.
be that great, but is in fact phenomenal.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got the Mustang saddles on this again, rather than the traditional saddles, just because they're a little bit more sturdy, a bit more workable. And along with a lot of the guys in the shop, agree. This is one of the best guitars, certainly that I've ever played. I've been very lucky to play a lot of great guitars.
Today our amplifiers are two Blues Juniors. We have a lacquered tweed one here, and we have one of the new Blues Junior 4s over here, both mic'd up with SE V7 series dynamic mic, some room signal blended in from a matched pair of SE5 small diaphragm condensers. Next up, we're going to run you through some tones, both through the new Blues Junior 4 set, a little bit slightly gritty. I'll start off with a Squier and pass over to Jamie for the custom shop. It's the Jazz Master Shuffle.
I'm the master of jazz, baby. CSI. Law and Order. Friends. What's happening?
We love these guitars.
I love that one, this one, my Jazz Master, the pink Jazz Master over there. I love all of the Jazz Masters all of the time.
Insanely intense finish. Right.
But if you don't, you should try them and realise why you're wrong.
I'm new to them and I kind of like them.
Yeah.
The acoustic ringy thing is a big plus for me. I love it.
More than just a fashion statement,
Yeah.
a way of life.
Way of life. So perhaps the most obvious thing about this comparison is both guitars are at opposite poles of the price spectrum. Squire's coming in at the more financially accommodating and agreeable end, and this is at the more lavish end, perhaps.
The bespoke.
The bespoke.
If you've got the money and you know exactly what you want, there's
Yeah.
no reason not to have the best thing you can get.
Yeah.
But it is quite a good indicator, I think, of how Fender and Squier, what kind of position they're in at the moment, because it does
Sure.
seem to be with pretty much all of their new models now. You get a lot of guitar for your money, regardless
Really
of
do.
what your money might be.
Yeah.
It's a really great time to work in a shop full of them,
Yeah.
because they're all really quite marvelous.
And these particular two are just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Really are. The checking on this, I'm not sure if you can maybe catch it on that camera actually, if I sort of twirl it a little bit, but the checking on the finish is stunning. I love checked lacquer. I think it looks really, really cool, and this is a really nice example of another great custom shop finish. Really pretty.
It's
Love
a beauty.
It is a beauty for sure. Should also say you can follow us at Regent Sounds on most social media, particularly Instagram. We're active these days, and Facebook and Twitter. Handles and websites will be appearing beneath us right now. Magic. Regentsounds.com is our website. If you want to see the stock that we're carrying or you have any questions, feel free again to interact with us on any of those. We'll respond to you pretty quickly, I should hope. And yeah, until next week, hope you enjoyed that. Please feel free to subscribe for more because we do these every week. Peace.
Adam Lee is the inventor of slip-on shoegaze.
They're the worst shoes. Why are you like?
Because they're the worst
You're
shoes.
drawing attention to the most.
Jazzmaster, we played
the
quite a
ugliest.
shoegazy outro, and I didn't think of it at times. I didn't look at your feet until I was looking for all the Twitter handles. That
They're
I can't
officially
see.
the ugliest shoes on earth, but they are functional for the time being. Until I actually.
Gaze at them. Gaze at the slip
I have
on
no
shoes.
words. Every week you surprise me. Wait, there's more. I used to breed the
Sure there
snails.
is more, yes. I used to breed the snails.
It's quite easy
So
actually.
you start off with two snails, a mummy snail and a daddy snail, and they have lots of other little snails. And they're probably incestuous snails who are all snailing with each other, and they snail all over themselves as well. And you have millions of snails, and before you know it, you couldn't move in your room for snails. I hate you!
Although they were aquatic snails, I did sort of try to take them out and see if they could be petted
That's
on
enough.
land. Okay, that's cool because then every week I'll have a bit more fishy chapters to sort of.
Adam Lee's fishy chapters. Coming to BBC 4.
Oh, sex and stuff. Actually, I don't answer that. I don't.
It can get
Adam
weird.
can tell from looking. It's like, oh, she's a looker. Bet she loves a bit of it. Snailvinist. Chauvin snail.
Amazing.
Shut up!